Hi kids, do you like violence? Do you want to see me put 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids? I was just thinking today, I read that story about the guy in Diamonddale here in Michigan that went into the convenience store and wasn't wearing a mask, and somebody else that was wearing a mask, they're required, put him to challenge as to why he wasn't wearing a mask. You know, the store refused him service. He leaves the store, goes out to his car, comes inside, stabs the guy that challenged him about the mask. The guy without the mask, the stabber now, leaves, takes off. Cops somehow track him down, go to his house, and shoot out, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you what happened here. The cops found the guy. They talked him into a comfortable state, provided him adequate counseling, and he's now arresting. No, he's fucking dead. They shot him and killed him. Probably because it was required. I don't know. But you know how things go with cops. Things don't tend to go well with cops. The guy's dead. He's a stabber. He's a criminal, obviously. There's a reason for that, I'm sure. Anyways, regardless of that, what I'm getting at is what would make somebody get to the point over being asked about a mask? Why aren't you wearing a mask? To drive you to commit attempted murder. That escalated quickly. And I've got a theory about this, okay? My theory is that this is blowback. This is blowback. So I think what had happened is way back in World War I, probably further back, but in my recollection, when you first start to see propaganda for wartime reasons, to sway mindsets, to get a populace on the side of a certain movement, you first start to see that. Okay, so after that, after it's successful or whatever, or at least there's, successful examples of it during wartime. I'm going to cite World War I. After that, in the States anyway, how do you take, stuff that warps and changes minds and use it to make a dollar? Well, it's advertising. It's advertising, Propaganda that was militarized it's like your local Hummer that was out of service in Iraq now that's going to show up on Maple Street to go down the street in the parade of the 4th of July thing and look badass for Barney Fife to ride around in. Whatever, it's anyway, you get what I'm saying. The propaganda comes home. It becomes a civilian apparatus to exploit for whatever purpose. You're ugly, so you need this, or you're fat, so you need to have our product. It's never. Rarely do you see a large campaign that isn't government orchestrated and highly criticized about telling you to not eat. It's always consume all that shit, then take this other thing too. It's always about adding more money to get that 5% growth every year. Anyway, so it continues on and on and on and on, and you keep tweaking people's reasoning and their belief systems to the point to where once you've slid so many different switches over to, you get the population to the point to where they don't believe shit from nobody about anything anymore. They don't care about nothing. They believe what they trust, which is what they see and the people they hang out with. And it's come to that. And I think that's blowback from government, military, propaganda, used by Madison Avenue, then continually to be used domestically by the government as well, to get people to consume and buy shit and put them in a mindset of being easily controllable by the idea that they have to aspire to something that they aren't already. And I think once you push people's buttons and keep pushing them and keep pushing them and keep pushing them, someday somebody, when they get challenged about not wearing a mask, might stab a motherfucker.